Hey guys, David here, and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, I sure hope you had an absolutely fantastic day because I'll tell you what, there is nothing to be crying about in this XRP ecosystem as far as I'm concerned. I know a lot of folks are all shaken up because they saw the price of XRP down there at 204 or 211. But guys, I'm going to tell you, we are seeing some things literally line up for this XRP ecosystem that are mind bending. And I think a lot of folks are truly going to regret not stacking their XRP at these prices because, guys, I genuinely do believe that we are going to see another major, and I mean a massive pump. I genuinely do believe that. Right now, the fear is on steroids, and nobody is expecting any kind of a move. Well, guys, it's when you least expect it that bang, it fires off. Now, we even may see a little more pressure down there, but I think we are nearing the end of this correction. And what we're about to see is a massive, massive influx and push for XRP. Bitwise just had its XRP ETF approved. And guys, I believe that it is being launched on the NYSE tomorrow. That's what I think is going to be happening. And of course, we got all these other ones coming. And it is going to have an impact. It's kind of like, guys, when you take a rock and you throw it out there and it creates, pardon the pun, a ripple. Throw another one. A little bit bigger, throw another one, a little bit bigger. Well, eventually those start to create, those ripples become, swells. Those swells become waves. Those waves come crashing in. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. It is a buildup, and we are going to see, I 100% believe it, a major move in XRP. Now, having said that, I want to throw this down. Guys, if you want some confluence of that, you just go and watch that video that Judy did with Versan and Vandel Algera. It is powerful. And the after show is truly amazing. When Vandel literally points out all the things that are happening in this marketplace and all those things on those charts and why, and builds out a rationale that is truly amazing as to we have one more massive pump coming in this space, guys. And when it does happen, you are going to want to have your strategic thinking cap on because, guys, this is the deal. When we see these major banger moves like that, well, for every massive bull run like that, there has been a retrace. Now, you watch XRP hit some of those high numbers, then guys, if we aren't in the space where we got all that regulatory clarity, then yeah, it's going to come back down. And it will come down way faster. By the way, my experience, then it goes up. And that's why we're encouraging you to get strategic and not just leave it to chance. Get to understand what's going on in the market. And you certainly don't want to miss the information that is available. Guys, in videos like that, the one that Judy did with Versan and Vandel, I'm going to tell you what, those are absolute gems. And the reality is most people won't even take the time to listen. They won't even take that time. Now, think about it. They have got tens of thousands, if not more, invested in the space. And yet they won't even invest just a little time in themselves to kind of get themselves educated and why that's important. And that happens all the time. You would not believe how many people in this space are not employing any kind of analytical or critical thinking. They are not. They're just following the crowd. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, when you follow the herd, what happens? Usually you go over the cliff. Where we used to live in Canada, there's a place over there. It's called Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. And so what the native populations understood is, hey, why risk my life chasing the buffalo on the open plain when I can just cause them to stampede themselves right over a cliff? And that's what goes on. And it has happened in every single bull and bear market. The herd is usually wrong, guys. You know what most of the folks are getting in? It's when the price is way up here. They are FOMOing in like crazy. They don't want to buy it when it was back there at 50 some cents. Oh, they do once the price moves and they're having to buy it up here. But when it was down here, you know what they were thinking? Oh, that's too risky. I just couldn't take that risk until it hit $1 or $2 and they are all piling in. And that's how it goes down all the time. There is an absolute psychology to it. One of the things that we did today, and I sat with a bunch of people doing coaching today, absolutely amazing, fantastic folks, and to be able to educate them and to show them why things happen the way in which they do, that it is not just by happenstance, that there are patterns of behavior out there that if you're able to identify can truly have a massive impact on your level of success in this space. And you got folks like Verson and Vandal, myself, and different ones that are trying to educate you to get out there and do that. Yes, we believe in XRP. Yes, I believe it's going to cause the greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind, 100%. And in fact, we are so positioned in it. It is amazing to us that God even allowed us to be so positioned in it. But the reality of it is, guys, if you're not strategic, it doesn't matter how secure you think you are. You could literally mess the whole thing up just like that. I've watched people do it. I have watched people accumulate positions in XRP that took years to get to. And in one leverage trade, get this, they got liquidated and it was gone. And I've literally saw people cry. Yes, they do. I have seen people make mistakes in the market and literally cost themselves millions of dollars. And why did that happen? Because they were too anxious about what they were doing and too quick to jump on board that they did not think about what they were doing first. And as a result, yep, they got stung and stung bad. Guys, we don't want that to be you. I want you to win. I want you to make it. I want you to see your dreams and your goals achieved. And for certain, you want to be thinking about that long term. Now, you got to have, a basis for that. And if you don't have a basis for that, what have you set yourself up for, guys? You've set yourself up for a heap of disappointment. Look, I lived it. Judy and I knew nothing about investing when we got into the space, and I mean nothing. And boy, did we ever get tagged, burned. We made so many mistakes, on and on. Well, we have learned, I'll tell you what, our lesson about that. And we're not once bitten, twice shy. We're not going down those same roads anymore, guys. We are not. We have been focused big time on where we're going and the goals that we have. And we have helped so many people be able to do the same thing by teaching them how to identify the psychology of this market, talking to them about balance in their portfolio towards the achievement of their own personal goals, and being so vitally strategic. Now, right now, there are a lot of TA guys out there, and they are flat out telling us, listen, don't give in to this fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because right now we are that close, guys, that close to seeing a major turnaround. And of course, it's when you least expect it that it happens. That's for sure. Guys, just get out there, go watch that video that Judy did. On top of that, hey, we're opening up our mastermind there, and I have sent out that invitation email with the code in there for everyone who's taken my coaching. And guys, I did it with a different mail server this time, so hopefully everybody's got it. But needless to say, we are doing some powerful things in there right now. And we are bringing in some big, heavy hitter commentators, guys. You would be amazed at who's going to be coming and speaking to us on our town halls when we have them. And on top of that, we are working it out right now that we're going to be able to provide to you guys services at rock bottom prices and not having to be, oh, well, you got to have this much or that much. We want to make it available to just as many people as we possibly can. And why do we want to do that, guys? Because I know exactly what it feels like to have sat back there and been in those positions and have thought, well, if I could only just get a little, avail myself of some of these things, then I would do it. Well, we want to do that for you. That's right. And so that's why we're doing it now. You can join the mastermind. It's right down there. The link is in the description. And there's a whole lot of value coming in. This Friday at 6 o'clock Central Time, we are having our second town hall. And in there, we are outlaying a whole bunch of new stuff. It is going to be truly amazing. Lots of things in there. Guys, another thing, I've only got 4 coaching sessions left, and that's where you and I can sit together one-on-one for that 1 hour over Zoom, where we absolutely take a look at your portfolio, making sure it's balanced towards those goals, and making sure that you have an exit strategy right in play with achieving that, and sharing with you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in the space. Guys, I cannot wait, because I'll tell you what, I think this thing is ready to blast off straight through the atmosphere. And boy, do I ever want you strapped in to that rocket ship right beside us, because it's going to be the ride of our lives. So guys, I'll tell you what, until tomorrow, when we're going to have another fantastic video for you, have a fabulous one and take care.